included free, and finding what to watch on TV is now as easy as popcorn. Show me my favorites. Yes, live soccer. This is how easy it is to find my favorite content, all in one place. And for Xfinity Internet customers, it all starts at free with Xfinity Flex. This is a way better way to watch.
Learn how to get a great offer on Xfinity Internet. Plus, add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply.
Go.
What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing today? It look kind of dark over in Bobby's corner a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get it together.
Yeah, so everybody come on in and everything.
That's too light there in my eye.
You don't want to be in Lumala's eyeballs too much now. Shit.
How's Bobby look?
She look better.
Look better. Yes, indeed.
What's going on, everybody? We need to see how you gonna be looking. So we're gonna give everybody time to come on in. Let me
come on in, y'all.
Start sharing, and anybody y'all share on your page. You know what I'm saying? So we about to get to it. We're gonna give people a chance to come in and join us. Hope everybody had a good week this week thus far. Hope you had a decent one last week. It's been this is my first time going back to work in almost 2 years almost, I guess. So, I'm trying to get acclimated to that.
Tell them why you working. We ain't got enough supporters. We need more supporters. We need full-time G-Army people.
We need more support. Have you checked in yet? Have you donated yet? We need support. We got our star people having to go to work.
I'm trying to, get this together. I'm trying to share. Let me just do this. Whew. It's a little toasty with that light, just a tad bit. So, there's been a lot going on this week, y'all. A lot going on. I'm a little tuckered out. Because, school and work and, that together has been kind of rough on a sister. We're going to be talking about several things today. One of them being our Black men responsible for the creation of the modern Black woman and other topics. Okay. And the call-in line is 614-556-4535 if you want to call in. All right. Whew. I don't know how Tim in there doing with himself. But he doing something with himself. Trying to tell y'all.
Yes, indeed.
So anybody got any current events while we getting this ready?
Current events.
Anything they want to talk about in the current events today? They want to discuss before we get into the meat of everything. Let's see. This is what we talking about. So nobody got shit.
I don't know if they got anything.
I'm asking y'all.
I know. I don't know.
What's going on current events? Anything going in current events you want to talk about?
Oh, talking about that down there at his what is it? The hurricane.
The hurricane?
Yeah.
That's
New Orleans.
No, it didn't hit New Orleans.
It did hit
Texas.
Texas, yeah.
And it caused a little rain in New Orleans, but that's about it.
Oh, okay, okay. R. Kelly news, I haven't been keeping up on that.
No. But you could mark your calendar down for November 28, 27, and 28 at Eastland Mall. We got a pre-Kwanzaa celebration that's going to be taking place from, I have to come back with you guys, it's in November. I know it's kind of far out, but I think far out is good for us.
What?
Oh,
What?
I know, right?
Well, Precious giving it.
Who's giving it?
Queen's daughter.
Okay.
She's giving it. It's November 27 and 28.
Okay. Anything else going on in the community?
They had a couple drug busts over here in the area over there. What's the name of that street?
I don't know.
Livingston?
Not Livingston over here. My daughter said
James Road?
With the next two streets over, it said Kenmore, not Kenmore.
Well, I don't know.
They had a couple drug buses over there.
Some drug buses?
Yeah, they had like 2 or 3 drug buses over somebody's house. Over there. They cleaning up now. They really are cleaning up.
Yeah, I have a feeling this area, I mean, they got a lot of white people here anyway over here, but I think that it's going to change more and more because it's not far from downtown. So I think there's little pockets of black folks in this neighborhood. And I do think that they're going to end up taking over and making this more of a gentrified neighborhood eventually. So we'll see how that goes.
And the point about the people selling whatever, it's hard time that people start selling drugs. It's people.
You said it's hard times. That's why you think people are selling drugs.
I think it's people selling drugs because it's hard time. The virus is here, and they ain't trying to help nobody with this virus.
People have always sold drugs. Man.
They always sold drugs, but not like that.
Yes,
putting up, what is it? Fentanyl in the drugs and killing people who want to die of smoking drugs. We doing drugs and they putting fentanyl in it. Who want to put fentanyl in drugs?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Tell them like it is. Tell the drug like it is. Weed or whatever. Shit.
You say keep it natural.
Keep it natural, yeah.
You know what?
Keep it natural, yeah.
So anyway, let's get to the topic because this is dry as a motherfucker. What's it called? What they call that? Menopause crotch.
Going through the menopause.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
So anyway, Liz, I was trying to stall out till how Tim came, but
I'm almost done. I still got it. I gotta hit up all of our supporters that are on G&J.media family. Make sure you come on and you follow us. Make sure you go on and support by hitting us up on our Cash App at capital G, capital N, capital J, capital M, EDIA. Also, make sure you hit us up on, you go to gnjmedia.support family and let's build because we need to have our own shit.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? It broke my heart when I wasn't able to go on and, you know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have to go nowhere. She could be doing stuff for the community. She's a community-minded person. But now, but I guess some of y'all believe the black community ain't worth it. Maybe that's it. Maybe the black community is not worth it. We don't deserve no full-time workers. We don't deserve nobody that can stand up for us. We don't deserve nobody that can find the news that we need to watch. So we need everybody working for these motherfuckers that make us have to bite our tongue and shit. Fuck that shit. I don't even like it. It's getting on my goddamn nerves. We'll go out here and we'll buy all this bullshit. Wow, I'm sorry.
Well, that's why I was saying that we talked about that earlier. Do black people
and I hate you thinking that shit.
Spend their money wisely? Or do black people waste too much money in the black community? What do you think about it? Do we fund other people's well, I was gonna say revolution, but I guess what was the term you used? Do black people fund other people's
lifestyle?
We
funding up. Yeah, listen. Nobody find it strange that you go into an all-black neighborhood with his all-black crime, with his all-black baby mamas, and go to the goddamn corner store and the motherfucker don't look nothing like you. That's not problematic for anybody.
Yeah. We don't think. You know what I'm saying? We just act. We just wake up reacting to what's happening around us. Let's stop at the corner store right there. That's how we act.
Right.
Let's stop at that corner store. Let's go through the drive-through. And I don't feel like getting out.
I'm guilty of it too. But the piece that we have to start really working on, family, what we really have to start working on is making sure that we have people that can represent our interests. This is how we grow. This is how we become more powerful. I got my whole damn team right now has to go and clock in for somebody else rather than clocking in for us. And it is irresponsible for me to do all this shit. Right now, that's why I'm back here in the kitchen, because I'm trying to make sure I can craft these emails to grab as many eyes as they possibly can and get as many more supporters up in here. People that understand what we're trying to do. I got people that could be getting the news and be reporting that shit to you in our perspective. We could be vetting the motherfucking politicians to let you know who you should vote for, who you shouldn't vote for, what stores you need to go to, who is supporting our community, who not. But we can't do that because maybe we don't believe we worth it. I'm sorry. I'm back out here to go finish my email. God damn it.
Well, anyway, so I think that Black people do. There's a sect of Black people that do spend their money frivolously, and I had some numbers regarding how much Black people spend. Let's just say on how much money. Or let me just say this: Black people buy a lot of hair care products, and not just from wigs to weaves to flat irons. All kinds of stuff. But go ahead, Lumala. What do you think?
And the thing about it is that, I guess that we don't know what Black people are supposed to look like anymore. Because you have hair already, but what Black women try to do is see how long their hair can really be. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even your hair, but if you had locks, if you had dreadlocks, your hair will grow all the way to the floor if that's what you want. But we don't seem to be into our own culture.
There you go. Say it.
We don't seem to be into our own culture.
Say it.
We're trying to find somebody else's culture to identify with.
They say the Black hair care industry is a $2.5 billion industry built on racism and self-hate.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then we turn around and try to say, "Oh, but I like it like that. I like that. I like the way I look." But you looking like that's not who you are. And at the same time, you turn around and say how much you love, quote unquote, God. But you don't want to be who God made you to be. I'm just saying. I don't know who God is my damn self. But if you say that you go to church every motherfucking Sunday and, you praising this supreme, then why don't you look like who you were made to look like?
No self-interest.
You have the false nails, you have the false eyelashes, you have the goddamn false hair. You got everything about you,
So let me ask you this. What do you think about this right here?
Think of false.
Those are white girls.
They trying to be like Black people.
And you think they're trying to be like Black people?
Yeah, they're trying to be like us. I've seen a whole lot of them wearing their hair braids and trying to be like us.
So then what about let's flip the table. So what are Black girls trying to be like?
White girls.
When they wear their hair and stuff.
They wear their hair like the long hair, different color hair.
I think that, if we would come outside, if we leave our house and go outside the way we were supposed to go outside with our own natural self, then you would be a better person to yourself. You got motherfuckers,
Hey, Georgia Ellis. Shout out to Georgia Ellis.
Hey, Auntie.
Hi, Tim said, hey, Auntie.
You got people can't even run the cash register in these stores because their nails are so goddamn long, and You know, I mean, what is it? What are we coming to?
What is this world? What people talking to?
What are we coming
Well,
to?
I think the nail situation, that's not necessarily a white thing, but it is. I mean, if they can function with the nails, I don't know. I don't see no
But they wearing
problem.
these long eyebrows like a white girl with these long. I can't tell who they is.
White girls don't wear their eyelashes like
They
that.
don't? They
No,
don't? Okay.
that's a black thing. I
We
ain't seen no
watch
white
too-
girls
we watch
with
too
no
much-
eyelashes
yeah.
look like Snuffleupagus and
We watch
and
too
shit.
much goddamn TV, you know, so we think that we're going to be movie stars and poor as shit.
And that's true. You know, we trying to live champagne dreams on a beer budget.
Yeah,
You
poor
know,
as shit.
Spending. I remember I went to this thing and I was like, I'm gonna give me some of them eyelashes. And man, let me tell you, she said like $100 and something for some eyelashes. I ain't gonna, huh?
Stop playing.
That was gonna last only for like a couple weeks. I'm cool. And I don't see nothing wrong with women wanting to enhance their beauty. But these are some of the things I think that we may frivolously spend our money on.
Did you see on the Oscars last night? The little girl bring that.
There wasn't no Oscars on last night. It was the music.
The
music award show.
The music award. They had them black girls with their hair sit back and black look like a white. They look like a white girl. I thought they was all into the white. They natural paying like $2,000 or $3,000 for a dress just to wear.
Shoot, they paying more than $2,000 and $3,000 if they on the red carpet.
Okay,
for a
red
dress.
carpet. How much is like
But you know,
Probably
but you know,
20,000.
those people, see, but that's a different kind of class of people. Those people got money
To
and
spend, right.
plus
Yeah, they got good jobs. You're right.
plus they are the ones who these designers, you know, get them to wear their clothes so that the people who are broadcasting that can talk about the design of clothes. But for poor ass motherfuckers to come out here looking like a motherfucking I don't know what,
Looking like $1 million motherfucking bucks, and you gonna go home and you ain't even able to pay your electric bill.
okay.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I mean, I just think that we need to all just come down to fucking reality and say, you know what, I can't afford that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And don't do it. You know, until you're able to kind
and
of
they
like.
take care of their kids. Find their kids on clothes, going out there looking like who did it to them, who didn't do it to them.
Who did it?
Who did it?
It's looking like a
$5,000
$5,000 million with all these.
But shit, a lot of these people too, you look at their kids, how they got their kids dressed too. Some of these motherfucking kids got on some shit that you know what I'm saying. You be like, damn, that motherfucker got on $500 worth of shit.
$500 worth of shit. But they went out
And
there.
can't motherfucking read.
They probably went out there and stole it.
And can't read.
Can't even motherfucking read.
See, but that goes back to the cultural piece. That's the values piece that we have to really start talking about.
Yeah.
Just like when you was talking about the hair care. What do we value? Because one of the things I wanted to ask about women accentuating their beauty, because I'm not against that, but I have to ask this question. Who are they accentuating it for us?
Accentuate for the
For the
white
men?
man.
No,
Yes, they are.
no, they ain't. They
So you think
situated for them.
Trying to go out there and catch
'Cause
a
they-
man.
So they said that.
That shit, I'm not
what do you
attracted by
think,
that
Bobby? Do you
I
think
think
women wear? Let me ask the question. Do you
Okay.
think women that wear accentuate their beauty, wear hair weave? Let's just say, and things of that nature, fake hair and long nails that Lumala talked about. Why do you think they do this? Is it for men? Yes or no?
I think it's for some. Half of them do it for their man, and half of them don't.
No,
Half of them try to do it for the
not
white
their
man.
man, but the men out there in the
The
street.
men's
You
out
might
in
well
the
just be a
street,
fucking hoe.
Because
Shit.
some might be a hoe.
You might well just be a hoe. Fuck if that's what you're doing.
That's all you a hoe.
A hoe.
So do you think that they? So
But
you
if I call
think?
you a hoe, then you're gonna get mad with me.
Do you think they doing it for their men to get a man, or keep a man? Is that why they do
to
it?
get a man?
Illumila. What do you think? Why do women, especially in the black community, who are wearing the eyelashes now? That's a hot thing.
They call umbrellas. You know the original story of that, right?
No, I don't know nothing about no.
The story goes that those eyelashes were created by a French whore who would give men head, and at the point of when it was coming, it would get in her eyes. So she needed something to protect her eyes. So she came up with some eyelashes.
That sounds good.
They got eyelashes, and it used to keep the cum from going into her eyeball.
Wow.
They call cumbrellas.
Where'd you hear this shit at?
That sounds good.
I'm thinking it comes
That
from
shit ain't true.
That
shit ain't true.
The same place I heard about black men not wearing belts. How about that shit?
Okay.
It's an urban myth, and it's good. It sounds good to me.
Okay.
From a person that go to when they take them put them in the casket.
You gotta speak up, Bobby.
I think it's from the person they put in the casket. The light eyebrows come from people that hold the eyebrows.
To hold their eyes open in the casket. Is that what you saying, Chad?
No, shut their eyes with the long eyebrow.
Okay.
I see many people like that.
With the long eyebrow. A long line. So go ahead. What was you gonna say?
I'm just saying that I never was, a person that was like bombarded. Well, I don't use the word bombarded, but I never was a person that was like saying that, a woman with eyelashes and all that shit, oh, you look fantastic. And I fucking know that shit don't look good to me.
It don't look good to you?
No.
That's why I asked the question, because who?
Okay, hold on. We're gonna ask everybody. Gonna answer.
That shit do not look good to me.
So you don't think that women are doing it to attract men?
I think that they're doing it to attract men, but you don't have to do that to attract men.
What's up, Terrence Scott?
All you gotta do is be your natural self. What's wrong with being your natural self?
It's not fun, Little Milan. I don't like
okay, so
you might well,
so
like
you,
I said
so
earlier,
if they're
you
not
might
doing
well
it,
be
what do
home.
you think? Do you think that women, particularly black women who wear the long weaves and the eyelashes and nails, do you think that they are doing it to attract men?
I think they're doing it to make themselves feel good. I think it
has nothing to do with the men.
I think it's more and to impress other women. I think that's what's going on. So when it comes to what I'm understanding, what I'm seeing, women need to feel good. Black women want to feel good for themselves, right? Because in a sense, in many cases, a lot of them say men ain't shit anyway. Some of us ain't shit. So they're out there looking good because they are more concerned about the next woman's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't want nobody talking about them, so they're gonna try to outdo them. So we get more and more outlandish. Because, like I said, I ain't never seen no man wake up and be like, "Baby, I think you look good with Kool-Aid red hair." You know what I'm saying? When I'm hitting it, I don't give a fuck what color your hair is. I'm just being honest. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the body. I'm looking at the face. You know what I'm saying? And in a crunch, we might not even look at that shit.
And you know what?
But you wearing that.
If you come in the fucking bedroom looking like that, I might get turned the fuck off.
But you
looking like alien.
If you wearing that hair and stuff, and when you go to bed and you lay down and you sitting there, if you ain't got the glue down on your head, come on, look. Oh shit! I don't look like that, the boy.
Right.
Shit, I lost my wig.
Right,
shit.
And that's the piece.
I should have had my hair being natural. Shit, man, look at me, damn, you ain't know you look like that.
Right.
So what do men like when women look natural though?
See, now, and this is
because every woman don't have a quote unquote natural beauty.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All of them do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the beauty that that's the beauty that was given to you.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you let your fucking self go.
Now there's a difference between accentuating and disguising.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But some women, I guess they put on so much makeup that they look like a completely different person. And Corey Holcomb say, "You look good in your costume, bitch. You look good in your costume." But
that's what we
or what Kevin Samuels say, well, how do you look without that stuff? Right. That's when the lady said, "I look the same." He was like, No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Ma'am, if you look the same, you wouldn't be wearing that shit.
No, you don't.
All you gotta do is go.
Terrence Scott said they do it for other women.
They do it for other women, and we, in many cases, we don't even fit into the equation because women know that men, it don't even matter. That shit don't even matter.
I don't know about that.
See, listen, this is what I'm saying to you. If I'm at a club, what am I running into? What am I going to the club for? What am I going to a crowded place to meet a woman for?
To have sex with her.
Oh, okay. So to have sex, do I need a wig? Do I need a fake ass?
He gonna go to where.
Do I need fake titties? Do I need fake eyelashes?
But the man is gonna go to the woman that he finds most attractive, and men do. Men do.
He only sees that most attractiveness under the influence
of the alcohol,
or whatever the fuck he's dealing with.
Big red head, Kool-Aid red. Girl, I like that yellow.
That's right. That's what the fuck going on.
You remind me of a cartoon character that I like when I was little.
If she stayed all night and he woke up with that shit, he'll run out the fucking house.
Who you?
Shit.
I don't know.
I had a dream about a cartoon last night with glasses.
But do women? So y'all think? I honestly, I don't. I mean, I do believe women do it. I guess they do. I don't know about that for other women. I never did do it for other women.
You can't judge other women by your shit because you are a different breed. For a while, you have been conscious, so you probably done forgot all your unconscious thoughterry.
No, I haven't. Even when I was wearing blonde weave and shit. Let me tell you something. I have had men tell me that I put a picture up one time with me and my blonde wig, you know, from back in the day. And they said, you looked hot with that blonde hair.
Now, when a motherfucker say you look hot, what does that say to you?
That
you look like you want to look like I want to fuck you right now.
You look
That's
hot
what that shit look like. From a man.
I want to fuck you. I'm trying to start a conversation with you.
That's right. Because I don't fuck you.
I don't care about your thoughts. I don't care about your politics.
Right.
I don't care about your economics. And you look fuckable with that hair.
Right. That's right.
But listen, even if you don't have that hair, men still be looking at women like they fuckable now.
Wait, hold on. Let's leave it at that point. If that's the fact, then why the fuck y'all putting on? Why y'all doing Halloween and shit? If that's the fact, see. Because if you know that you gonna go home with somebody anyway, why is you putting that shit on unless you put it on for other women to impress other people outside of the motherfuckers that's trying to get in your pants?
But see, and I also think, which is going to transition into, are black men responsible?
Oh, you gonna blame me now? We start you gonna blame us now?
You don't let me finish getting the.
I ain't say a goddamn thing. I'm being quiet.
Are black men?
What?
Today. I'm so exhausted. Are black men responsible for creating the modern day black woman or the modern black woman? I say to a certain degree, yes.
Don't say to a certain degree.
Because there's several things that there's several things that contribute, but black men are one. I think when black men were the main breadwinners, they were on some fuckery. And women came to the point they was like, you know what? I'm going to teach my kids because I can't leave this motherfucker. He got a whole family across fucking town with another woman. And I can't leave this motherfucker because I can't afford to.
You might have noticed a change in your neighborhood lately. Yep, Sprint stores are now T-Mobile stores. Now that Sprint is T-Mobile, you get more coverage, value, and benefits than ever before. We've invested billions to bring our 5G from big cities to small towns across America. And great coverage is just the start. From high-speed mobile hotspot data to weekly deals and giveaways, our customers get tons of great benefits. Head to your new T-Mobile store to learn more.
Qualifying service and capable device required. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain plan or features. See T-Mobile.com.
You might have noticed a change in your neighborhood lately. Yep, Sprint stores are now T-Mobile stores. Now that Sprint is T-Mobile, you get more coverage, value, and benefits than ever before. We've invested billions to bring our 5G from big cities to small towns across America. And great coverage is just the start. From high-speed mobile hotspot data to weekly deals and giveaways, our customers get tons of great benefits. Head to your new T-Mobile store to learn more.
Qualifying service and capable device required. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain plan or features. See T-Mobile.com.
Because back in the day, you know, divorce laws are way different now than they were back in the day. You could leave a motherfucker in a divorce and get nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, the kids.
You would have, but it still wasn't as prominent as far as financially. That they started putting laws in place later. But back in the day, and then the woman didn't have no skills anyway, because back in the day, a lot of women weren't depending on how far back you go, there was only like you had a lot of stay-at-home mothers back then.
Why?
Because that was the tradition, and then
Look,
there wasn't.
What I know about back in the day.
No, was it the tradition or was that the?
What I know about back in the day is this here, is that black women wasn't getting no fucking divorces from their husband. They just got separated. Now, if something happened to that motherfucker, he died. She get the fucking money.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah, that's it. But they wasn't together. But they was separated.
Right, they just were separated. But these days, motherfucker want to get a divorce with 7 fucking children.
But if you separated, motherfucker, that's just a fancy way of having a divorce without the paperwork.
I understand.
Shit. Y'all ain't together no more.
I disagree.
Y'all ain't together no more. Y'all seeing other motherfuckers and everything.
I understand,
but you still by the law.
Legally, I'm talking about legally.
Right.
I'm not talking about legally. I'm not talking about legally. Y'all just ain't together anymore, but by the white man standards, y'all still are.
But I have to challenge you on that because I'm just saying because we getting into when has there been
up the phone line?
Yeah, the phone line been open.
It's open.
614-556-4535. You put it in. Is Karen Scott? Are you in England? Because
he's here in Columbus.
Okay, now. Back in the day, for us, all right, when did the wage separation really start happening for black men and black women?
What did you say? Stop put the air on. When the what?
The wage difference started happening for black men and black women. Right? It's always been because we ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I know a lot of black women that were, if they would stay home, they would stay home because they weren't hiring black women at all.
That's another factor. That's true.
Okay. All right, so now, and black men really never really had any access to wealth. I think we can agree on that.
Right, so, yeah. But right. So black...
So even if I left you, you was kind of where you was before.
No,
before I left.
You know what? But I think a lot of times that, it was a lot of mistreatment that did go on. Black men. I remember even in my own family, I was raised by my grandparents, and it was very common for a man to have a whole nother family on the other side of town. And and back then too, domestic violence. You could hit your woman back then, and the police will come to your house and be like, "Are y'all married?" Oh, okay. Well, we can't get in there. And I think some of those things taught women to teach their children, I don't want you to go through this shit. So times have changed. Don't be a stay-at-home mom and depend on a man for shit. Get out there, get you a job, so that if this Negro start wanting to act like he wanted to put his hands on you, or he want to start a whole nother family across town, you got some money that could back you up. Someone don't put that up there. Don't put that up there. Because don't put that on the screen because you can't even see us. People like, that's why last week they was like, why y'all so little? Can you not do that?
You can switch it.
Switch it then.
You figure it out.
Just tell me how to fucking.
I don't know how to switch it. Here, push the big one.
So anyway, caller, we got a caller on the air.
Complaining about that.
Yes, good evening, family.
What's up? How you doing? What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, this is Terrence.
How you doing, sir?
I'm here in the CO on the west side, but I'm enjoying the conversation. I just wanted to weigh in a little bit if I can.
Yes, sir.
We got to go all the way back. The modern woman today started with the ushering in of feminism. Okay, you got to go back there because remember, before feminism came, the civil rights movement was in effect. And what did we have? We had black men and black women working together. Let's be all the way 100. The Black Panther Party was really being ran by the women. The women were handling a lot of the organizational parts and keeping papers and just keeping things organized. So women in our culture, the black woman has always had a role of leadership. It was always understood.
I don't know if you read Kathleen Cleaver's book about the Black Panther Party.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't feel that way. She didn't feel that way.
Not Kathleen Cleaver. No, I read Eldridge's books. So nice.
From a woman's standpoint, Kathleen Cleaver said that actually, like you said, the black women were good for shuffling papers and being secretaries and shit. And if you want to call that a position of power, or they were involved, but it was not a position of power. They had black men were the face of the Black Panther Party. And the women took a stand back. And a lot of women, from what she wrote in her book, is that women were not appreciated. She felt like they weren't very much appreciated in the Black Panther Party. But that's just, her book. But yeah.
All right, so let's put this in there too about the Black Panther Party. Remember, there was an original Black Panther Party, and then they divided. Different perspectives started coming in. So is she talking about the original Black Panther Party?
She was a part of the original Black Panther Party, Kathleen Cleaver.
Okay.
No, remember the Cleaver, because now Cleaver was an issue. He was an issue the whole time. No, but him, she was married. She Kathleen Cleaver because she married the nigga.
Oh yeah, she
right?
was married to a Cleaver. Yeah.
He was always a goddamn issue in the first place. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Black Panther Party. Eldridge Cleaver left the Black Panther Party, and they started another movement. I can't call it.
And he was gay.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't know how to treat a woman.
There was another movement.
I take that back. For all my gay friends out there, y'all know how to treat women. Y'all talk to them.
What I'm talking about with Lita is initially, and I heard, I saw a video where Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seals, they respected the black women that was in the movement. And the black women that were in the movement had critical roles. So they weren't just in the house in the subservient role or anything like that. They had actual, you know what I'm saying? I think it was one of the women, wasn't it one of the women that was behind the WIC program getting started? But then the men, like you said, we were the face of the movement, but behind the scenes, the women were doing everything and making sure everything ran smooth.
Right.
Until the feminist movement came in and it started teaching our women, black women, to be independent.
Okay, but let me ask you this. I agree with you. When the feminine movement came in, a lot of black women bought into the feminist movement because why do you think they bought into it and decided to not
unknown caller
stay?
Because you had a black woman, like, what was the first black woman who ran for president? What was her name? Chisholm?
Shirley Chisholm.
Shirley
Chisholm.
Shirley Chisholm brought wholly into the white feminist movement. And she was a part of it, and her, Alice Walker. Remember the authors. There's another author who was down with Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem knew the ones that she could go at. And if you watch that movie, you'll see it. You'll see how it all started.
You don't think there was a large sect of black women who, the reason why they gravitated, because one thing about the feminist movement that they pushed was, like you said, being able to be independent. You can have your own job, your own career, and this, that, and the third. And I think that black women, there was a large group of, not all, there's a large group of black women who were dissatisfied in their home with the black man being in charge because they were doing some fuckery type shit. And so that
could it be some bitchery going on too?
Sure. Well, this is the topic we're talking about now. I don't listen. Well, what about women? Well, what about men right now? We're talking about this right now. So there were black.
I'm trying to address the question at the top. Are black men responsible for the modern day woman? And I say no.
I think they played a role in it.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that. We have played
a role.
Black men are not perfect. We have picked up a lot. We've assimilated a lot of the things that were done to us onto our women back in those times.
Right.
So pay attention to the white girl.
That wasn't nothing that was from us. That didn't come from us.
You just came from the white man. You can
Go ahead, let him finish. Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish.
Go ahead, caller.
We picked up their ways and we run away with it. My thing is this. When black women were being taught to be independent, what were they taught to be independent of? Their men.
Of their men, for sure.
what they're in. So that sparked a whole generation of women with that mindset. So when they had children, when they had daughters, they raised them the same way. Let's go up to the 90s. Let's go up to the late 80s.
But hold on one second. Why do you think that black women were so easily willing to go and be independent? Why do you think? I
agree with what you're saying. I don't disagree with what you're saying at all. I believe there was a collective of black women who were being abused, who have been molested.
All right, wait. All right, cool. Now, let me ask this. I just want to throw this in. Was it a majority or was it a minority?
I think
would go with it was a minority, but it was amplified because it needed to be. In order for Gloria Steinem to do what she did, remember who Gloria Steinem is, right? She was a CIA operative.
Yeah.
So the whole goal was to infiltrate the Black Power movement and break it up.
Right.
The better way to do it was to convince black women that y'all can do better than what y'all doing. Y'all need to be independent. And our black women are the only ones who are taught that. White women are raised to be married. Black women are raised to be single mothers because of the whole independent thing. Let's move up. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me, and I'm going to get out your way. Let's move up when the dope gang hit. What did that do? What did that create? That created this capitalistic mindset. Now, most men in the 80s, they selling dope. That's how they get into women. So
not most.
That's this mindset that my man got to have money. I'm used to this dude selling dope, buying me everything. So now, if he ain't got money, I'm not fucking with him. What else happened in the early 90s, in the late 80s? The music. You got to look, it's a culmination of things that have come together to create both the modern black woman and the modern black man. Look at what we're seeing. We're seeing black men wearing skirts, for crying out loud. That comes from black men being raised by single moms who didn't know how to teach them how to be men, and they picked that up. They picked energy as transfer. So I think, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let it go. I think there's a combination of things. Like you said, Navita, yes, black men bear a part of that, absolutely. But then we got to look at white supremacy and the role that it played to create what we have right now, calling the modern woman and the modern man. Modern women don't want to be married. That came from somewhere.
Modern black women don't want to be married. I ain't concerned about white women.
Okay, that's all I wanted to add, y'all. Y'all go ahead. Y'all killing it.
All right, thanks for calling in. What do you think, Alumala? What do you think about just tell me?
I do appreciate what the brother was saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I want to add to what he was saying is that I don't think that black men have anything to do with black women.
You just go shrug off all responsibility.
Black women with the role that black women are playing today, because all of that was goddamn done by, when the black man was in the house, because of the government, the government coming in, to black women houses, and the black man had to be gone, you know what I'm saying, back in the 60s, you know what I'm saying, and to show that we can get subsidized because they ain't got no man living in the house, you see. So all of those things were done by white people, and black women are the ones that played into that shit, and that's what brought the shit the way it is today. Wait, let me say one more thing. Black women today don't ask black men about nothing that black women want to do.
Now, can it be both and though?
Yeah.
Both and.
Both and. What I mean is like what he was saying, in a sense, what Navita's saying and what you're saying, because both a lot of times we think, all the things are occurring.
All of them is part of.
Right.
Part of.
Right.
But until black women begin to let go of European ideologies, then black ideology will have a place. Right now, black ideology don't have no place in black
challenge.
What's your challenge?
Black women life. Go ahead.
Your challenge?
Challenge is this, because black women have I agree with you. A white ideology. So what the hell do black men have?
They have a black ideology.
Who?
Black men.
Who?
Have a black ideology, but it's not shown on a larger scale because
it's not
black
happening
women
on a larger
because
scale.
black women have overshadowed that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now I could deal with you shrugging off all responsibility for men. I appreciate you staying in the man corner, right? But as a man, we have to take responsibility for some of this shit. If not, really, as men, if we want to run shit, we got to shoulder it all, right? We got to grab these women and let them know they doing wrong without and not be worried about going to jail. But I'm not going to jail. I'm just going to say there's some shit that you got to correct. But I think that their embracement of the white ideology is a result of the man's embracement of the white ideology.
I agree.
Because you said, because if you're going to say that on an overall, black men are exercising this black identity, that's a myth, bro. You know that. You know what I'm saying? We're not. Because me and you could walk out of here, motherfuckers look at us like we strange. And we wouldn't even have conversations with, if we had 8 niggas out here, we only be able to have a conversation with 2 of them.
Let me say something. And if we go back
hear what you're saying. Go ahead.
to the fact that black men, there was a time with black men that, and Terrence mentioned something about that, was when we began to treat our women like white men treat their women. Because they ain't never been the greatest to their women. And we learned a lot of things. That post-traumatic slave syndrome is a real motherfucker. And I think the treatment of women that we finally, once we became free, we treated women more as property than human, because that's what we learned on the plantation.
Okay, so I agree. You know, because we are raised in America. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of our ideas stem from, you know, white supremacy and white ideology. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I agree.
Ever since your generation, we've been in school, we've been in court, we have been involved in that system in an intimate fashion. Yes. Ever since your generation,
we are married to that motherfucker.
Right.
We are married to white ideology. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, even when we don't want to be, it still shows up.
It's matter of fact, we can even say it's illegal not to deal with the West Asian franchise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because your children have to go to school. You have to get shots. You have to deal with the government in some form or fashion. So you got to be involved with their rules if you're going to survive. Especially
but at the same time, you still make individual choices. You see, at the same time, you still make individual choices by who you select to fucking be with.
Oh, now I got a question. I am going to say I don't even think our women are even making individual choices on who to be with. I don't think they even making individual choices on how they look. And I don't even think that a majority of black men are making individual choices about who they're going to be with. I'm saying that it's
where do you think those choices come from? Where do you think those choices come from?
Now, I'm saying I ain't going to say a conspiracy dude. I'm not a conspiracy dude. But it's almost like Agent Smith in the Matrix. All you motherfuckers got Agent Smith up in you. We all got Agent Smith that's popping up. That white support, that blueprint that has been pushed into you for some of us since preschool. You know what I'm saying? Since preschool. You know what I'm saying? Black men, see, because the reason we accept the hair is because all of the women that were of any, in a sense, value according to the society had that type of hair.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? All of the so-called beauties that was popped up until recent times had that type of hair, had that type of skin. You know what I'm saying? All of the models came from that. So women strove to satisfy that. But now, I'm going to say this. But also, black women strove to satisfy that for them as well, because in many instances, as men, we can't do for them what white men can do for white women.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't.
See, if you're trying to compare,
no, we can't.
If you're trying to compare what white men do for white women and black men do for black women.
Shout out to Uma Yaya.
That shit is totally uncomparable.
So you're saying that,
but I'm gonna give you proof.
But what are you trying to say exactly?
I'm gonna give you proof. You ready?
You're saying that black
I want to finish my statement.
Finish your statement. Finish
you see what I'm saying? But if you wanted to treat your woman, and you black, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way black people treat their woman, you could do that. But if you're trying to act like you want to treat her like the white man was trying to treat his white woman, no, you can't do that.
We can't do.
You can't do that. You shouldn't even want to do it.
I got a question for you.
You shouldn't even want to do it.
Just gonna bring up the conversation
I don't think they
then. How do black men supposed to treat their women? Let's talk about that. Let's bring that shit all the way out now.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. How black men? Let Bobby say something. She ain't got to say no. What you want to say, Bobby?
Treat themselves like a queen.
Treat you like a queen.
But
let me ask you this real quick, because Bobby's been married and she's not with her.
Treat like a queen.
I'm sick of that shit.
Why you sick
so
because all y'all can't be queens, goddamn.
Wait. How the question needs to be, if she said treat you like a queen, if you say treat you like a queen, then to you, what does a queen to you look like?
Okay, a queen to me.
Speak up and get into the mic.
Respect.
Okay.
Because I don't got a job. Enough respect and
you don't have speaking to the mic, Bobby.
Respect. And I don't have a job at all.
You don't have a job.
You ain't got a job, some man just want to see. Some women say if they ain't got no man, they gotta have money. That's what it's about. They gotta have money. If you ain't got no money, you ain't no queen. They go out the door the other way.
You get a sugar daddy.
So you saying that a man? Wait a minute, motherfucker. So you saying that a woman, if she ain't got no job, she ain't a queen? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if you ain't got no job, you ain't nobody, and you can't be a queen.
We say
you've been using an imposter in the video.
We say a man. You say a man should treat. Look.
Either way,
let me help you out.
Be a woman, whatever.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out.
Around the point.
Let me help you out.
Whatever, a queen, whatever.
Let me help you out.
That's what a man should rate. But some men treat their woman as a queen.
No, they
don't.
No, they don't.
I've seen a whole lot of them.
No, they don't.
You gotta have it.
You can't treat them like a
so
queen.
What is it, you Bobby? You still never answered the woman question. What is it when a man? What does that look like when a man treats his woman like a queen?
Okay, she's doing Okay, she's doing the right thing.
What is the man doing that's treating his woman like a queen?
Paying her way too.
What? Paying for it?
You ain't paying for it.
I mean, I'm gonna get a hooker and I can pay for her.
Yeah, he paying for me because he want to be good.
So does that mean she's a queen?
What does a queen supposed to look like for you?
No, see, we're dealing with a second tier issue when we need to talk about, because what I'm saying is that black men can't do what men are supposed to do for their women, and I could prove it right here in this room. Right now.
So so why? Why do you say black men cannot do?
First off, I'm a black man. I have a tribe. I have a group of people that are listening to me now. I have a group of people that enjoy some of the stuff I do and check in every now and then. But when one of the women in the tribe really needed some help, we couldn't provide it, could we? Where the fuck you at? Where you at now, Navita?
I'm not gonna say where I work.
I mean, I know when you ain't gonna say where you work, but you had to go get a job, right?
Correct.
So now, as a man, fuck a white man. As a man, I'm supposed to be able to provide and protect, and we can't do that shit. I ain't gonna say we can't. We don't do that shit, even when there's a possibility that we can. Look, we don't do it. We choose other shit. We choose other shit. We choose to go out and pop bottles. We choose to go and chase some of these young motherfuckers that ain't doing shit but having babies. We choose to want to be sugar daddies. You want to be a sugar daddy? Here's somebody that y'all can put on, and you ain't gonna get none though. But you could go, she could go, and she could broadcast some goddamn news for us 24 hours a day. I'm sick of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we are in denial.
Look. Do the people understand? See,
I'm not concerned about the people.
Look,
I'm concerned about the 20 to 100 people that are with us.
We talking about the black people. We talking about black people.
Okay.
You know, we talk about tribe. We talk about tribe.
You making good points.
We talk about tribe.
We talk about tribe.
Does the people, the black people who we talking to, understand what tribe supposed to do? You know, we got a lot of black people out here don't know what they're supposed to do. You see, they don't know how they're supposed to be treated.
Right, so that's how it's another level. So we
she
know
can't
they ain't
even
doing it. They
understand.
don't even know how.
When I ask somebody, look, what does a queen supposed to look like?
Okay.
In your life,
but even before you ask
if
that,
you don't,
before we
you're
ask
supposed
that,
to at least have an idea.
But if
you say you want to be treated like that,
if there's a queen, there has to be a king. And I asked the question before we even start talking about the goddamn queen. What is a man supposed to do? Right? Because we missed the conversation because she can't be a queen because the whole piece is about being able to protect territory. You can't have a king, you can't have a queen if anybody can come into your territory and do what the fuck they want to. Anybody could come into any area that black folks are in right now and do what the fuck they want to, and I can prove that shit. So how the fuck can you have a queen and treat somebody like a queen when the police can come in there and just walk away with any one of us at any given time without even having a good explanation?
Even in the tribe, they can do that.
And even in the tribe at this point.
But you trying to say I can't be a queen without a man?
Huh?
And a man taking care of me.
You can't be a queen without you can't be a queen without a tribe and a community. See, because this whole individual shit, because the relationship is never for us. It has never been about the man and the woman. It's been about the whole group, the tribe. The tribe is what's able to protect. And when we are able to produce, when we're able to produce the income, we are able to protect and do whatever the fuck we want to. Because you know what? This is how serious I am about my shit, right? Check this out. If I could have a guarantee that a motherfucker, that a family, that a tribe would take care of my people, I kill 3-4 motherfuckers and I'll go sit it down forever. And that's the real. That's how real I am about my shit.
So hold on. The Terrence Scott said we don't even have the same rules with our women as they do. The playing field has never been level.
Listen, Terrence, I will challenge you on that.
Yeah,
I will challenge you on that. See, because this is the issue.
You might have noticed a change in your neighborhood lately. Yep, Sprint stores are now T-Mobile stores. Now that Sprint is T-Mobile, you get more coverage, value, and benefits than ever before. We've invested billions to bring our 5G from big cities to small towns across America. And great coverage is just the start. From high-speed mobile hotspot data to weekly deals and giveaways, our customers get tons of great benefits. Head to your new T-Mobile store to learn more.
Qualifying service and capable device required. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain plan or features. See T-Mobile.com.
Pop quiz. What's 80% air, soft where you want it, firm where you need it, made in a lab, and breathes? The GelFlex Grid. And only Purple mattresses have it. It's a super stretchy, ultra squishy material that adapts and flexes around pressure points and doesn't retain heat. Purple mattresses cradle, support, and soothe, giving you the best night's sleep ever. And right now, get a free set of sheets and a pillow with the purchase of select Purple mattresses at purple.com/sleepin. Terms apply.
The playing field is not level because we're following their rules and we're trying to play their goddamn game. Right? When we get on our shit, we are cool. See, because this is the point. Black women, as cold as they are, I could take 10 black women and put them across the line and probably be able to beat 9 out of 10 of them motherfuckers in a straight fucking fist fight, because when it comes down to it, it's about who has the might. God damn it. But your might has been blocked. And because you are not able to whoop their ass and whoop the enemy ass, anybody can make rules. There's consequences for the choices we make. So and many of us can't afford the consequences.
So let me back up a little bit.
Not that I
Terrence Scott said, ask Bobby, what is it that what is it exactly that she brings to the table outside of sex? What do you bring to the table, Bobby, outside of sex? Somebody wants to know.
What bring to the table outside of sex?
You got to speak into the microphone.
What I bring to the table with side effects?
Outside of sex. What else do you bring to the house other than being able to
the money?
What money?
You said you ain't got no job.
Okay, no, okay. What else I bring? I survive through my Social Security.
Okay, you know you bringing your Social Security to the table, nigga.
No,
just say, look. We not.
I'm bringing up what?
Maybe she don't understand.
I don't understand what you talking about. What else I'm supposed to bring?
What do you have to offer a man besides sex?
I don't have nothing. I'm brave right now, but I don't have nothing right now because I wouldn't be fighting.
She got her self-respect. She got her self-respect. You know what I'm saying?
I got what you talking about? Respect and stuff. I got that. You keep house clean, right? Yeah, I keep my house clean and stuff. You know, I got a house with a roof over it.
Yeah.
Goddamn right, you sure do, Bobby.
Yeah.
I went damn right.
Look.
I went blank. I'm sorry.
She said, Bobby said,
I went really blank. My mind went blank. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn man, so off the hook.
What do you have to offer besides sex?
Look.
Why don't you just say, I never thought about that?
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And you ain't alone.
And
we gotta be honest about that shit.
And they got a lot of people out there like that.
Exactly.
They want this and want that, but
can't get that.
When people say that,
they
look like, whoa, I ain't looked at it that way.
Right. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what I want.
I don't know with these damn man.
Don't be fucking with Bobby.
My mom is confused with this damn man.
Terrence Scott, don't you ask her no more goddamn. You asked all your questions tonight.
Right.
Terrence Scott, put his ass on parole until next show. Nigga, you guys no more shows.
We must like me or something.
He must like you, Bobby. He trying to come get your ass.
He trying to mess with me. Shit.
So also Terrence Scott said, what resources do we own?
Ted, why you starting now? Hold on, now I'm gonna have to do the Bobby. Hold on.
Wait. What we can do?
I never thought about that.
See, the resources that we own here at Blunt Talk is that we have our own resources. That's why we are able to reach you.
That's right.
But until you begin to start donating to the to help embellish the resources, then it got to fall back on you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it falls back on you.
Because let me say this too. One of the resources that we do have, because I think something that they say this on the LaPeach. Sometimes black people have they participate too much in the Victim Olympics. They are talking about too much.
I got a worse than you. What the fuck?
They need to realize that one of your greatest resources is this motherfucker right here. It's this motherfucker right here. And when you put it in your mind to do some shit, you can do some shit. Now but one thing you gotta do is when you're doing the shit, you cannot necessarily do it in the way of their rules. That's why, as I work in the criminal justice system, and I'm trying to start this program, one of the things they do, I'm in the process of, one of the things they do when men are coming out of prison and they insist upon them doing is getting a job, which is very hard if you're a convicted felon. So the best thing you're going to do, because even Steak and Shake don't hire felons, but you might get lucky enough to get into a place like a McDonald's and flip some burgers. That right there is, we have bought into this essence that the only way we can make money is through a job. When we need to learn to use, if we can pull together our resources, like Alumala was saying, like Alumala got a bookstore. Everybody listening to this motherfucker should always get every book they got. If he can't get it, then you go elsewhere. You go to Alumala and you buy your fucking books from Alumala.
Oh,
that's like it.
A staple. Staple shit.
That's it. And then guess what that does for Alumala? That gives him a resource.
Well, hold on. He can't be making more money than me.
Yes, he can. Alumala.
See, because that's the type of shit that come in. You know what I'm saying? And we got and that's part of the thing. We got the battle. But
Terrence said that's why we can't give them what they need. They have made it where our women make more than we do. That's not true though, but
that's a cop out.
But I agree. But black men men in general still make more than women do. But it's just certain positions maybe that you're in that you are making less than women, and that's your circle. But overall, men in general still make more than women, and for same positions.
Look, like how Tim has said, that look, when we begin to start thinking with a mindset of a tribe, then all of that other negative talk will go out the window.
We need to stop doing, because look at the Chinese.
Will go out the window.
Look at the Chinese. They don't even depend on them motherfuckers for shit like that.
It goes out the window. You know what I'm saying?
They started motherfucking Chinatown, and like I used to live in Los Angeles. You go to Chinatown, everybody in Chinatown gonna go to the grocery store in Chinatown. They're gonna go to the bank in Chinatown and whatnot. Now, black people have had banks, because I used to go to a black-owned bank in Los Angeles, and guess what? That motherfucker folded because niggas was in there writing bad checks, overdrawing their accounts, and they couldn't keep it open. What?
Now, on that shit, you need to read The Color of Money, where that shit is actually broken down, because the whole system is designed. It has a flaw for us. You know what I'm saying? Please understand that everybody make a come up off us. Now, I wanted to go back to what he said about the women making more than men. I'm not going to necessarily say that's a cop out, because you might be going for the wrong level of woman. But I want to preface it with this. We have to understand that as men, we are more important to the relationship just more than our economic status. We got to understand, if we start getting into our culture, we understand that economics was part of the man shit, right? Because check this out. If you want to go back, if we want to take it back in time, the major provider for all cultures for a long time were women, because men were hunting. So I didn't catch shit every day. So I might have to come back and eat some berries that was picked by somebody. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? So the whole infrastructure that we operate, You say what?
Go ahead.
The whole infrastructure that we operate from, you know what I'm saying, is crazy. And we think that it's about the money. It's not just about the money. It's about the other stuff, because I could be broke as fuck, but I still could protect.
You still can. He said, I think we need to do away with the terms king and queen.
I agree.
I agree with that, because that's never a reality for most. Hold on a second. Most, even in the motherland. What roles does each have, and what does each bring to the table? I'm assuming. I think that that should be the expectation, and I agree.
I'm so sick of that king and queen shit.
I am too.
Well, king and queen.
He was the queen. What's the man's name?
Because everybody ain't a king, and everybody ain't a queen.
Africa. Going back to Africa, he was a queen.
But
he was a queen.
He was a king, and then he had a queen. He looked for his queen.
Yeah, but all of us
ain't. You talking about coming to America?
Yeah, come to America.
Look. I understand, y'all. I understand.
Coming to America.
I understand. Now we ain't talking about no goddamn TV shit.
Coming to America.
You know that's not real.
It's not real.
But if we look at king and queen.
If we can't, well, did he?
Let Lumala talk. Go ahead, Lumala.
I'm just only kidding.
You know,
I know it's a movie.
Yeah, but if we look at the word,
it just showing us.
Let him finish.
I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let her finish. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
I can't say it. Go back to America.
Okay. All right. So that
was the queen.
You know,
the queen and the king.
I ain't trying to make fun of Bobby.
I
ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to cut that shit out. I'm trying to cut that shit out.
Come to America.
Okay, just go ahead. Let
But the word king and queen derived from, to me.
What's his name?
Derived from, to me, respecting the black woman, and the black woman respecting the black man, treating each other at the highest level that you could treat each other.
I could dig that.
At the highest level that we could treat each other.
But most people.
But most people, my ass. You know,
in 1 minute you ain't. In 1 minute you don't want to. You in this instance you don't want to deal with most people. When we talk about other shit, you want to deal with everybody.
I know.
Make up your goddamn mind. I am dizzy.
Okay, what I'm saying is that if black people begin to treat one another at the highest level of respect that we can, then not only will we be calling ourselves kings and queens, we'll be looking at ourselves as that. We won't even have to express it.
I'm a queen to be, and I'm a queen. Look.
But anyway, you know, that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, men and women, you know, black men and black women have lost a great deal of respect for one another.
For sure,
you know,
for sure.
In public and in private. You know what I'm saying?
Public and in private.
You know, so you know, and I think it's a self. I think it's a self identity that we trying to claim again. You know, treat me like a queen, treat me like a king. You know what I'm saying? It's a self identity, man. You know, we all reaching for self identity.
Why not? All right, well then why not go above that and be like God and goddess? I prefer that because king and queen.
You can call it what you want to.
But what I'm saying is king and queen has a certain connotation for people who have, especially for young ladies who have been waiting for Prince Charming and shit like that. It's fucked up.
We ain't trying to
thank you, Mr. Terrence Scott, for your donation, by the way.
We ain't trying to talk. We ain't talking about superficial. We ain't talking about no superficial shit. Because if you're talking about that, you need to go back to sleep, motherfucker, and wake back up. You know, you need to go back to sleep and wake back up. Talking about you looking for your motherfucking Prince Charming. You need to go to sleep and wake back up, motherfucker, because they ain't got it.
That's everybody. Your whole argument is about saving all black people. I'm like, I ain't fucking with all black people. I'm fucking with my tribe.
I don't know.
Right? I'm just saying.
I don't know who's all black people.
I'm just now.
But everybody who think like I think.
Okay, Letitia, he ain't lying, is he, Letitia? Letitia.
Who's she talking about? Him? You want to be a queen, Letitia?
You want to be considered a queen? I mean, I think that I agree with Illuma. It's a form to try to bring back that respect to one another. My only thing is, you got women out here demanding to be queens and treated like a queens, and they out here pussy popping on a handstand.
And need to be punched in the mouth. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So you can wake the hell up. You know what I'm saying?
Because they might
I'm just saying.
Let me just say
they might be out there pussy popping each other because that man ain't right to get the tonic out there.
See, that shit go again.
Every king.
Tisha said nope on the queen thing. So this is, but you know what? Because a lot of times we get on the shows and different platforms other people are on.
Queen.
They always talk about the black women not having accountability. Well, let's talk about, because we don't talk enough about the accountability of black men.
Yeah, we do.
Do we? Because we ain't having this is our first time.
This is our first time. Okay, that's us.
So
okay.
No, and even on other platforms, most of the platforms I watch, where they are always talking about what black women are doing, and I think that we need to realize that this is a multifaceted thing that both genders are playing a part in, and we need for men to really concentrate more on. Because I even watched Kevin Samuels even say this, even as of recent, I do watch his show, and he talks about how, get out of my face, how black men
I need to see you clearly. Go ahead.
Are not, in so many words, they're not doing what they need to be doing. A lot of y'all motherfuckers out here playing, y'all ain't serious enough. And, you know, so when you want to be considered a king, you ain't even got a motherfucking village to king about. What you the king of what? King of all bullshit? I mean, what is you the king of, my nigga?
Bitchery and fuckery.
And what is, you know, like with women, what are you the queen of, motherfucker?
You
don't even have a castle, nigga. You know what? Where's your castle? A lot of men, hold on a second. A lot of men, hold on a second. A lot of men, too, they'll be, like it used to be when I was coming up, men would move out the house. You know what? Men would move out the house and get their own crib and live their life once they moved out. Now, men go from living with their mama to living with their girl.
Hey, Hey, don't be throwing stones at me, nigga.
And then, you know, here you want somebody to treat you like a
Respect me like a king.
And you've been sitting at home all day, whether it be because you playing Mr. Mom. Well, I cooked and I washed the dishes. And, you know, I did all that.
I'm sorry, they don't do that.
Some of them do.
Okay.
Or they might be home. I mean, there's some of them that feel like, you know, and, you know, white people, they do that sometimes. And they're called Mr. Mom, and it's all good. I don't want no Mr. Mom ass motherfucker. I don't want to be working all day and I came home and you want me to fucking do black flips and throw it open and everything to you, and you because you washed the dishes and ran the vacuum, nigga.
Hold on. So you devaluing me?
And then they talk about
I ran the sleeper.
They talk about
I washed the dishes. That's not sexy.
They talking about the top and the bottom.
What'd you say?
They talking about the top. They talking about the top and the bottom. I got a top and I got a bottom. What does the bottom mean? And what do the top mean?
You tell us shit.
Okay, the top means the top. The first one is the top bitch, and the bottom is the lower person. I'm talking about sex, wife with the man when he comes home to his wife or his whatever, his mystery, whatever.
His mystery.
I'm gonna get me a mystery because that shit I like that. Brother Tim is looking for a mystery out there. If there's any mysteries, let me.
Yeah,
I need you in my life.
Okay.
Go ahead. I got you.
That's a person that you don't see.
I know what you. I know what you
don't see her,
and they don't cause no problem.
And so that's what he called.
You're right, Navita. You know, to get back to the real life shit, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they got a lot of acceptability out here that shouldn't be accepted. You know what I'm saying? You know, nigga, if you want your woman, even if she do have her own motherfucking house, you go find another house and put her in, and then y'all go together.
That's right. That's right, Lumala.
That's
right.
Work, that sounds too much like work.
That's
what
real life.
Do. That's what kings do. That's what men do.
You fucking up the game. You penalty.
You move in with a woman, motherfucker. Your best bet, and I used to tell my son this, and my son has never, I will say, moved in with a woman. He always had his own place. And I told his ass, if you move in with a woman, motherfucker, and you
better take over the motherfucking rent payment.
You better be paying everything, which he did. He never lived with a woman. But any woman that lived with him, my son has paid for every motherfucking thing. And
I told him to have one.
That's king shit. That's king shit.
And I told him to have a king.
This is why I don't like the king philosophy. Because I ain't moving in nobody's house paying all the motherfucking bills. I'm just here visiting, goddammit. I got a duffel bag. This is my young. I got a duffel bag. I'm ready to go. When there are problems, I can move on.
But you ain't lying, Lupita. She ain't lying because I had some hours in the state on me. And then when he got $50,000 out the damn door and left me with shit.
You talking about your ex?
Yeah, he wasn't responsibility. He had kids on the side. Had another woman over there, another woman over there. What he do to me? Left me homeless with nothing. I ain't homeless now because I've been getting on my feet.
Told you. So, you know, it's a thing that if you want to be classified as that,
you gotta put up. See, my issue. I'm
put up and shut up,
put up and shut up. I agree. Do your goddamn thing.
Do that kingly shit. Where your castle, nigga?
See, now.
Oh, you moved into my castle.
See, but that's not kingly shit.
Exactly.
See, because king is something outside of everybody's reach. That's some man shit. What we talking about is basic man shit. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm gonna say this: if I'm in a situation where I can't,
kings rule the kingdom.
That's right. That's right. Kings rule the kingdom. That's why they call them kings. So if you want to be a king and call yourself a king, show me this kingdom that you preside over, motherfucker.
Oh, I do. I say the same thing about queens. If you're a queen, show me your queendom. Yeah, I want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So does king equate to him for paying for everything? What happened if the woman makes the money? Let me tell you something. And see, this is what cracks me up. Y'all complain about the modern woman, but then you want her.
That's woman. Stop. Don't you go. Don't you go the fuck off.
But let me just say this. People complain about the modern woman, but then they want, and it's not you, Letitia, but the men, for example, they'll complain about the modern woman, but then they'll complain that the woman makes the most of the money. This is the thing. If you want to equate yourself as a king, then you need to have a kingdom and run the shit in a kingly way. Now, maybe like how Tim said, get away from calling yourself that motherfucker, because that ain't what you are. Now, if you want to say I'm a man, a real man or whatever, but to put yourself in the king category, I need to see the kingdom.
I see. Wait, stop. Hold on. Let me just. We
here's another example.
Dangerous shit right now. See, because the king, you're assigning basic man shit to being kingly, right? And I don't like that. See, because we all should be striving towards being able to be a provider, being able to be a protector. That's not no king shit. The king has other people to do that shit for him. The king is protected by the people because he is a symbol of their prosperity.
You talking fucking talk,
so
man.
the teacher said this. Hold on, let me see. Does king equate to him paying for everything? What happens if the woman makes the money?
Okay, here it is right here, and I'm glad we read that all over again. Look, if the woman make the most money, then guess what?
What?
Then everybody need to put their fucking money in the pot, all of it, and guess what? Ain't nothing is counted who make the most.
Oh my God!
It's in the pot. It's in the pot, and it pays all.
If you make the most, it ain't in the pot.
Yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck is you? Where we at?
Look, she said we got to answer the question.
No, we don't. You ain't answered the question.
She said if the woman
found a way to make the question disappear.
Look. If the woman make the most money, then guess what? You can't. If I don't make that kind of money, you can't expect me to pay no motherfucking $1,600 motherfucking house note. But if we put it all together, the $1,600 may be there. But I spend from it as well as you spend from it. You put all you got, I put all I have, and it becomes a whole. It becomes whole, man.
So when I'm making all the money, do we put it all in the pot?
You goddamn right.
Okay, what did you say? You doing the same? I just want to make sure it's
damn right. Okay. If you're making all the money,
if the man is making all the money, he should put it in a pot.
He put it in the pot. I have been with wise men who made more money than me, but we put it all in the pot.
Well, let me say this.
And then nobody owns nothing.
My grandfather, I know it's a different time, but my grandfather was the type of person that he was the type of man that he wouldn't have stood for my grandmother making more than him like that. That meant that motherfucker was gonna go out and he worked a side job if it was, because he was a construction worker by trade. So he worked a construction job, and then if there wasn't enough money in the household, there was no option for the woman to bring in anything, in his opinion. That just meant he had to get out here and get it the way he could get it, which meant you get it how he lived. So that means he would go out and do side jobs on the side. I think a lot of men now don't even have a trade, don't know how to do shit.
You can still do that. You can still do that. But see, things have changed that the government, the white supremacists.
Chance, you can come back. I ain't seen. I hope the
white supremacists.
Just leave Bobby alone.
Has deflated the white supremacists has deflated Black America. But again, to go back to tribe, to return back to the tribe. Guess what? In order for a tribe to be strong, everybody got to put in. Everybody who working has to put in, because the mountain got to be taller. The mountain got to be more stronger than the goddamn hill. A hill is only one person participating. The fucking mountain is everybody participating.
Right, and the teacher said roles are being reversed, and there is definitely a role reversal. But one thing,
until it's time for war.
Until it's time for war.
See, that what you're talking about is a first world problem. See.
But there is a role reversal.
I mean, but it's a role reversal until we hit real reality. When everybody start learning that might makes right. God damn it. And hopefully by that time, y'all ain't girlified all the goddamn man.
So what is it? What are we going to do then to stop the girlifying of men. What means we as black
Turn the
men
TV off.
need to step up.
Take away them goddamn niggas away from them damn computers and tell them to go outside and find you a damn job.
Hold on. You leave them goddamn computers alone.
Look. All I'm saying, I'm talking about.
I hear you.
I'm talking about the children. I mean, it's fine if you're doing something constructive on the computer. Don't get me wrong. It's fine if you're doing something constructive on the computer. But motherfuckers, look.
And the lines are open, y'all. If you want to call in,
we listening, bro.
Real life says this here, that men
who's on the line?
got to work and women got to work.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this show. I think you guys listened to what I was saying. What Letitia just said goes right along with what I said. What I said was they have created a way where our women are making more money than we are. They're getting better jobs, better positions, because black women are graduating from college by the droves out of everybody.
You might have noticed a change in your neighborhood lately. Yep, Sprint stores are now T-Mobile stores. Now that Sprint is T-Mobile, you get more coverage, value, and benefits than ever before. We've invested billions to bring our 5G from big cities to small towns across America. And great coverage is just the start. From high-speed mobile hotspot data to weekly deals and giveaways, our customers get tons of great benefits. Head to your new T-Mobile store to learn more.
Qualifying service and capable device required. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain plan or features. See T-Mobile.com.
You might have noticed a change in your neighborhood lately. Yep, Sprint stores are now T-Mobile stores. Now that Sprint is T-Mobile, you get more coverage, value, and benefits than ever before. We've invested billions to bring our 5G from big cities to small towns across America. And great coverage is just the start. From high-speed mobile hotspot data to weekly deals and giveaways, our customers get tons of great benefits. Head to your new T-Mobile store to learn more.
Qualifying service and capable device required. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain plan or features. See T-Mobile.com.
So it's not an excuse, it's a reality. Listen, I'm a firm believer in this. If you kill a dandelion at the top, what happens?
It grows back.
Multiple, right? It multiplies. If you kill it at the root, then you get rid of the dandelion. I understand what you guys are saying, and it's not even an issue. I don't agree with Anton. Anton also said our culture was trash. Do you agree with that?
Hell no.
That. So I watch Anton and Lapeef, and shout out to Kay Samuels. That's my dog. Now, I don't agree with everything that everybody says. I even watch Tasha K. I love Tasha K. She's beautiful. I'll go out date Tasha K. How about that?
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to say this, and I'm still listening. I felt that because I felt like my energy, what I was saying, was kind of coming off wrong. And I know how sexy and all of that could be. So I just wanted to say this real quick. It's facts that the system of racism, what did Fuller Jr. say? You don't know, or you can't recognize the system of white racism, how it works and what it is.
Everything else will only confuse you.
Thank you. That is our problem. We are in a confused state because like a lot of our great teachers 50, 60, 70 years ago taught, and
give me that white remote.
We've ignored it. Now, let me start with that right there. Calling a man a king and calling a woman a queen is like the brother Renault said. It's a form of respect. It's
right.
better than calling a black man a nigger and a motherfucker. Do you know where the word motherfucker came from?
Yes.
You know where it originated from?
I know, but you can tell we know, but you can tell.
I don't know.
Okay, so
yes,
for those who don't, this is just a quick, horrible education. The word motherfucker comes from when they had us as slaves. They would go into the houses at night and take the young boys from 7 on up to 15, 16 years old. They would blindfold them, put them in a dark room with their mother most of the time, or some of the other boys' mothers that they were cool with and living with, being enslaved with. And they would make them have sex. And that's what they would call them. You guys realize that we use the word nigger more than the entire Jim Crow era did at that time. We use the word more now. We use it publicly. We say it in front of white people. It's not a problem. So calling a man a king, you're absolutely right, Navita. You were right. Actually, in all reality, a king has a kingdom. He has resources. He has a source of electricity. He has his own water source. He don't have to buy or tap into somebody else's pipe. And then if he did, he could do that. We can't do that. We don't have those types of resources. Yes, black men are being held accountable. They have always been held accountable ever since Oprah Winfrey and other feminists, black feminists, took the mainstream. So black men, there are articles, there are shows, there are magazines. If it's not on the internet, it's on TV. It's always been that way. I heard my mama say, black men ain't nothing but dogs.
Hold on. Is there someone else on the line?
Yeah. I'm gonna break out, but I'm still listening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your support.
I'm on the line. Yeah, this Glenn, I really do appreciate this show.
Welcome, Glenn.
Yeah,
Where you calling from, sir?
Like, I'm doing fine, man. Like, I wanted to say something. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say something that I'm a prime example of someone who done been through the struggle, like, and someone who didn't give up on himself. You know, like, I done been through some things growing up, and right now I feel good about myself.
Good.
Huh?
I said that's good.
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, I feel good about myself, and I think that we just need more positive role models in the black community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we just need more positive role models. You know, everybody want to be a leader, but they don't know how to lead. You know, but
right.
we gotta lead by example. So,
right.
Yeah, I really do appreciate this show, and I know the person that know you too.
They know who?
The person that know you.
That knows who?
You.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She spoke highly about you. You know.
Oh, thank you.
One of your good friends. Yeah. So, I really
and let me hit on a piece of what he said about we need more role models, and I think that we do. We need to see, especially our young men. We need to see They need to see other men doing it.
Yeah.
Not Little Nas X doing it.
Oh my God.
We need to see men doing it.
Yeah, life is beautiful. And then I want to touch on the
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to touch up on some of the things I was saying about how men are supposed to treat women, right? But, you know, I was raised up in a household where I watched my mother get, you know, she was being treated like a real live queen, you know, like she was being treated, you know, good. So, you know, sometimes people put they gotta have good values and more, you know, good morals and values. You know, you gotta watch these things. Like I said,
right, like example.
But you know, with that being said, you know, in schools, in the community centers, in these little community basketball and football teams, you know, sometimes they need them role models to be there, and it don't have to be the parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It can be people who love people who love kids. You know, because I'm older, so I put it like this: like right now, the youth deserve to live. You know, they deserve all the good things that should come to them. You know, and the ones that's doing bad, you know, we can't say, okay, they doing bad. You can't say all the kids gonna be that way.
Right.
You know, but for the ones that's doing bad, you know, instead of saying, hey, I don't want to be bothered with you, you're a bad child, or you stay over there. No, you got to bring that child in or that young one in and show them things and talk to them in a manner where stuff won't go in one ear out the other, because you're not just talking to them verbally, you lead them by example. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And your way of life shows, it shines through. And yeah, I know Letitia. That's who I know. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she's a beautiful soul.
Yes,
she is a beautiful soul.
Yes,
she's a good example of a real queen.
Ashe.
Yeah, but I really do appreciate this show, and I will stay in touch with the show. So
well, we appreciate your support. Continue We appreciate you continuing to tune in. And I want to add something to what Brother Glenn just said, because role model piece. That role model piece really is a big piece. It was a big piece for me. I grew up, like I said, I was raised by my grandparents, and I was raised in a household of poverty. And I never had any aspirations to do anything else because that's all I ever saw. So I kind of, at a young age, that was just what it was. So at one point, though, for a period of time, I went to live with my mother and my stepfather. And he was an alcoholic, but I was able to see a side of life that I did not know existed. And I was able to see a side of life and introduced to stuff through my stepfather, because though he was an alcoholic, he was a fucking go-getter, and he took care of his motherfucking business. And when I saw that, I was not used to seeing black people with certain shit. I just didn't think black people could attain these things. And I mean, not just material-wise, but just even confidence-wise. You know what I'm saying? It was just a whole different world I was exposed to. I ended up going back to my grandparents, but I took that with me because I saw that and I knew that black people could do better. And so I did better than what my family. Well, I came up very poor, and I'm not rich, but I'll be damned if I'll be that poor to where I don't know how I'm going to buy my kids clothes for school, or I got to take my kids to do, to the church, and then they going to get teased when they go to school because they wearing all the clothes that the kids gave away. You know what I'm saying? So I learned I actually learned the value of, I guess I should say, I don't know how to explain it, but the role model was helpful for me.
Yeah. My father embedded that save money for rainy days in my head when I was a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
He when I was about 6-7 years old, he embedded that in me. I used to wonder how he used to keep money all the time, And he told me, like, make sure you get you a bank account. When you grow up, get you a bank account. You save money in savings, and you keep your money you're gonna spend in check. And he said, make sure you always save money for rainy days. So I always been the type that I always been that type of person. Like, I always wanted to be the protector for my parents, for my youth. I'm the oldest. I'm the elder out of my siblings. So I was always the one. I always wanted to be the one that had it when they didn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and also too, I want to give a shout out to my parents. My parents were good parents, man.
Right.
My grandparents were good grandparents.
You had a tribe. You had a tribe.
My uncles, they was big influences for me. And I was a product of my environment. I grew up in a project, so I was a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? I didn't butt my head once or twice, but but like when I look back on things. Things happen for a reason. And like right now, I'm just letting God take the wheel, And I'm living through God's eyes, living through his, the way he wants me to live. And I just want to stay focused. But I done been through a lot of trials and tribulations. And I overcame a lot of things. And I give all thanks to God. I give all thanks to God. And I'm like right now in my life right now, I'm with a special woman right now. And I'm truly feeling good about everything. And I feel truly blessed. This right here really touched on some things that I've been going through too. That's why I really wanted to chime in on this. Man, y'all got a good thing going on right here. Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling in. Right. Wait, where you calling from?
Right, have a good night.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Green Township.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
I'm in my capital.
I know that's right. Right. Thanks for calling.
I can say that. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So,
Green Township, what is it?
I think it's near Dayton. So,
oh yeah.
And I appreciate the caller, because one thing I always will say, like, this is what made me get into the field I'm getting into, is be the change you want to see. You got to be the change you want to see. And you know how Tim always talks about tribe. And what this man described is he had a tribe.
He had to try around. You right.
He had his parents, he had his grandparents, he had his uncles, and then now we are so stuck up in this individualism shit that we losing. We losing. And we got to get back to tribe, y'all. We got to get back to tribe. And
it's not free. God damn it.
And it's not free. Thanks again. A shout out to Terrence Scott for your donation. Appreciate your donation. If anybody else would like to donate to the tribe, because we look out for the youth in the community. We have a tribe of youth that we are bringing up, and we are showing them the role models that they need to see. Because like the media said, like Lumala said, I think some of this shit, we need to turn off some of this TV and shit for our younger folks. Monitor what they watching on YouTube, because some of this shit they watching.
Before you even wake up, News 4 Today is working for you.
How the weather will affect your plans for the next few hours, even the next 10 days.
And what you need to know to get ready for your day, no matter how it looks.
Where you need to go, how you're going to get there.
The stories you need to know for the day.
And showing you great things happening in our community.
Whenever you're ready to start your morning, we'll be ready for you.
News 4 Today is working for you.
You did it. You woke up today. You even got out of bed. You deserve a reward. We can't all be morning people, but we can all get McDonald's for breakfast.
Right now, mix and match a Chicken McGriddles or a McChicken Biscuit for just $3. Order ahead on the Mickey D's app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price. Mobile order and pay at participating McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Is influencing our young folks. And shit, for real, our adults.
Yes, it is.
You said that last week.
Right.
It's influencing the adults.
It's fucking adults up.
And
we
so,
live in a fantasy world.
You know, like the young man said, he was calling from his castle. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we got to make sure that if you are going to, you know, I mean, I'm like Illumina said, the king and queen piece is more of a respect thing than a literal thing. So I get that. I get that. I just don't. I think it kind of minimizes the importance of the word king and queen when you just call everybody that. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? You could be a one-legged hooker on Main Street and just giving your goods to everybody and not washing your ass and whatever, and you still can be a queen. So we got to try to get away from, well, that's why I kind of think that's what bothers me about it. Is it minimum when you call everybody that?
If everybody could be it, I don't want to be it.
It's, okay, it kind of minimalizes.
If everybody could be a king, I don't want to be that shit.
They put on the clothes too. The clothes got queen on it.
Yeah,
they wearing that.
You did. So we okay, so we started what, around 8:20?
Yeah.
I mean 7:20. So we about out of time today. But what was that? Oh, but we need to make sure, you know, like I said, we just want to try to do better.
Hang on. I'm sorry.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know you got me over there talking, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and with our black men, we're going to talk about treating our women better. We always talk about women and what they need to do and what they need to do. We talk about it all the fucking time. And so today we wanted to address what men need to do. And, like I said,
how you make that switch at the end of the goddamn show?
That is not what the switch is. Shut the hell up, switch.
Why you always starting shit?
So
at
Bobby,
the end of the show?
let me just say this to Bobby, and we'll go around. When you look for a man, Bobby, what are you looking for?
Respect.
So you need to speak up into the mic.
Respect.
That's what you're looking for.
Oh,
respect.
yes, the ECT.
Is that it?
And a man responsibility.
You sound like you man responsibility.
Okay, the man got responsibility for you. You know,
you want a provider.
You can provide it, take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so have you had that experience since you've been dating? Is that a hard? Do you think that's something hard to find?
Yeah, it's hard to find. It really is. Shit.
It's hard to find you a good man out there.
They want to sleep on the farm and
they what? You gotta speak into the microphone.
They want to sleep on the farm. They listen. They can sit there and go, oh, about love. Who want to hear about love all the time? Somebody want some activity in their life.
So they talking about
some activities in their life.
She want like activities like what?
Like a man going places. Not like 99-cent sandwich. Shit.
99-cent sandwiches.
Hey,
who bought you a 99-cent sandwich?
My friend did. He bought
Where
me
can you buy a 99-cent sandwich?
It was at
KFC. Wendy's.
Wendy's, you can get 99-cent sandwich when they got them on sale.
Did you eat the motherfucker? Did you take it?
No, I didn't eat it because I didn't get it. I didn't get the damn sandwich.
Fuck that shit. I know that's right, Bobby.
I didn't want to. I want to go somewhere expensive. I want to go out to. Want to go somewhere. You want to buy with you and all that and have sex. And shit.
He want to have 99-cent sandwiches and screw.
Yeah.
Why ain't that about a bitch?
Ain't gonna screw me that way. You gotta. I'm gonna buy you.
How about we get you two?
What if he got? What if he got you 2 sandwiches?
Well, they got holes on the corner.
Right. Take your ass on the corner with that shit.
Yeah. Go buy them holes in the corner. 99-cent, but you gonna buy them some dope. Shit.
Get some whole cakes.
That's why they out there horn. They getting dope and all. Why they horn?
Oh my God!
I've been out there and I seen it all. Shit, all of it.
Okay.
Out there buying them. They can go buy a whole sandwich.
Okay, don't be trying to come up in here with no fucking 99-cent sandwiches, and then you want to fill up on me. What about? So, what are you? When you looking for a queen? What are you looking for?
You know what? I just want to say this here to all the kings and queens that are out there.
There you go with that shit.
Yeah. You know, and I'm saying it in this fashion here. You know, if you don't see yourself as that, then at least when you come outside, you act like that. You know, you act like that. You treat your family like that. You know, you make sure that your children are in the know, especially your baby children. Make sure that the baby children that are in your lives are doing the best that they can. Quit letting them raise themselves, you know, and don't be telling them no bullshit. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see among
church
kings and queens.
Church. So, King, let me just say this. I don't really use the terms kings and queens, but I understand why people do. I just need somebody who got my back in more ways than one. One thing big to me is not just the financial piece, but really is the emotional support. We are in a world out here that is rough for us sometimes, and I need to have that emotional support. I need to have that, be able to feel like I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? And my big thing is loyalty, man. That loyalty piece is a big piece for me. Loyalty. That's a big piece for me. Don't let no bitch be talking shit about me to you. Don't let no dude be talking about shit to me, to you. If it's my man, you check that shit right away. If your a man trying to step to me like he gonna do something, I want my man to come into the forefront. Like, you can't be talking to my woman like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think it also, when you have a man living in the home, it's a certain protection that you have already. That men, people are less likely to break in your house when they know there's a man in that motherfucker.
If he a man.
If he a man.
If he a man.
So what do you look for? And we already have significant others, but what do you, when you were looking, what do you look for in your queen? Or I'm sorry, because you like me. In your woman.
Who?
What do you look for?
Don't get it clear.
What are you looking for in a woman?
Okay, thank you. Just get that shit straight. So let me say this. I had a big brother in Ghana, And he asked me this question. He said, Brother Tim, what's your major? I said, major? Yeah, nigga, I ain't in school. He said, no. I'm talking about your major in life.
Oh, wow.
I said, wow. So I'm looking for somebody. Well, I was looking for somebody that was on a major, that I could assist on their major. And I also could recognize my major and assist me. Some people call it being on your program. I need somebody that can understand where I'm trying to go and can like, because like what I do takes up a whole lot of time. So I need somebody understanding what I'm doing. Even before we start doing the shows, a lot of my time was eaten up helping other people. So I need somebody that could understand. I need somebody whose jealousy level will be down, because I work with a lot of women and you know, I got a lot of women up under my protective umbrella, or at least that I try to protect, or do what I can for. So it get kind of complicated because we got a lot of single moms out there. So I need somebody that was able to understand who I am. I am Brother High Tim, judge.
And not just understand, accept it.
Accept it, yeah. Now understand it and accept it. You know what I'm saying? Well, better yet, like you said, if they can accept what I am, you know what I'm saying? Judge want to take it upon himself, want to make sure it's duty, the one that is unavoidable, as well as the destroyer. That's who the fuck I am. Love me or leave me. God damn it.
Well, love church. So I was speaking of church, you know, I was watching this pimp today, right? Man, you watched them pimp interviews from
Baby, hold on,
Underbelly.
stop. I know it's times it's hard for Gianni Journey, but you don't have to be interviewed with those
I was watching
pimps.
a pimp interview.
Oh, okay.
I was watching this pimp interview, and he said today's women, something like, today's women are too worried about the bologna and ain't worried about the macaroni.
He stole that. You know where that really comes from?
Who?
That's from the man.
But it wasn't bologna he used something else, but he said they wasn't.
You worried about the honey. I'm worried about the money. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because he was talking about how they got these different ones. That's what we're going to talk about in the next show. The piece of it. I want to talk about pimping, the pimp game. I've been seeing some real interesting interviews on this pimp shit, for real, that I didn't know. And you know, and then there's not the gorilla pimping. They said that gorilla pimping is not where pimping started out. And you got your tennis shoe pimps, as they call them. And today's modern younger boys who are now trying to be pimps on shit like, what is it? You know, taking girls out and then the page, the back page, or whatever the fuck, friends only or fans only or whatever. These motherfucker drug dealers are for converting over to pimping or whatever. They call them tennis shoe pimps. And they ain't the real deal. And they treat their women like shit, like they gorilla pimp. And they was talking about how way back in the day, that pimps had a prestigious place in the community. They did a lot for their community, and they gave back to their communities. Now, I don't know. We're going to talk about that next week and see what y'all think about that, amongst other things. So, anybody got any last minute things they want to talk about before we go?
Write that shit down, because the video will forget. She will turn this shit off and forget that we go be talking about pimps next week.
Okay. You remember pimps and
pimps up, hold down.
And if that bitch can't swim, she bound to drizzle. So what? Real quick, you was pimps in your, you remember him? Yeah. And did you date a pimp?
I had an uncle. I had some people that was pimps.
You had some people in your family that was pimps?
Mm-hmm. Niggas wasn't no pimp.
Calvin Ferguson. They said Calvin Ferguson back. That's my cousin.
What? You related to Calvin Ferguson?
They sent an ad back to what they said back. Calvin Ferguson was one of the pimps in my family.
He sure was a pimp.
Who was?
Calvin Ferguson. You know he related to Brother Keith.
Wait, hold on. Y'all saying real people's names on the goddamn air.
His name is real Calvin Ferguson.
On a pimp's ass.
He right here in the hotel with a pimp.
Everybody knows who that is. That's a very common.
That's my might be at work right now. That's my cousin. See with his boss in the interview. They watching this and the boss is
what you saying, Lula?
Oh no, that man
Bobby. What you say,
Pimps on the pimp's ass.
Oh shit!
California was a pimp. He put me back to California.
Shit,
all right, y'all. Well, thanks for tuning in. We out of here. We out of this.
All right, y'all. We out. Thank y'all for listening.
See you
Thank
next
y'all for
week.
coming.
Same black time and same black channel. I don't know what you've been told, but we bound to
get
10
holes in itself.
We need to put up the links for people.
You know that?
Support.
You know that?
There we go.
Who?
A pimp is 10 holes in himself.
Excuse me. Okay, well, how
is that COVID?
Tell me to put the links down.
Put Navita.gnj.media. That's for Navita.gnj.media. That's the link so that you can donate.
Donate.
Well, invest.
Donate.
Cash symbol, capital G, capital N, capital J, capital
Please,
M.
we need your support.
We need your support. And go on and share the show if you liked it.
Please share the show.
Like
it. You gotta like it. I realize now that's an important piece is you have to like the show. Now, we'll be going out and we'll boost it or whatever. We'll share it tomorrow. Share it or not. But thank y'all for tuning in. And next week, same black time, same black channel.
Yes.
Childhood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and someone telling you no. Adulthood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and being able to go right to Mickey D's to get every single one you want. Whenever you want.
Get the new glazed pull-apart donut and a 99-cent any-sized iced coffee with pumpkin spice flavor. Sweet. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Iced coffee promo available until 11 a.m. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Looking for a foundation that can multitask as well as you? Maybelline's Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation is it. What does it do? More like, what doesn't it do? It's oil-free and non-comedogenic, so it won't ever clog your pores. It controls shine for a full 12 hours. It refines your pores so your skin looks smooth and perfected. It's lightweight and breathable, so your skin will never feel heavy or cakey. And it comes in 40 shades. 97% of women found their perfect shade. It's obvious why Fit Me Matte and Poreless is America's #1 foundation. Buy yours